24 hours after being shot at in Uttar Pradesh, Asaduddin Owaisi, AIMIM MP and leader, declared, "Stop this hate in Parliament." He refused the Z category security given to him and insists he wants to be treated as an A category citizen. Flashpoint, bullet, ballot and Bahubali is our top focus on the show.
A day after the gun attack on him,
इन पर UAPA क्यों नहीं लगाते आप?
Owaisi fires back in Parliament.
Z category security नहीं चाहिए मुझे.
Refuses VVIP security, attacks the Modi government.
और अगर गोली लगती है तो मुझे कबूल है.
Owaisi screams, "Stop the hate." Flashpoint, bullet, ballot and Bahubalis. The big focus on Newstrack.
The attack on AIMIM MP and leader Asaduddin Owaisi has turned into a big political flashpoint in the state of war, Uttar Pradesh. Opposition parties are calling it a conspiracy by the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party. The two attackers have been arrested and remanded to 14 days in judicial custody. Uttar Pradesh police insist that Sachin and Shubham were angered by speeches made by the AIMIM MP Asaduddin Owaisi and his brother Akbaruddin Owaisi. Of course, Asaduddin Owaisi insists that these radicalized elements with no faith in the constitution who've chosen the bullet over ballot should be booked under stringent sections of the UAPA.
Two men running at full speed and firing shots at Asaduddin Owaisi's vehicle. Running alongside the Hyderabad MP's car, one before the toll gate and one after they fired 3-4 shots with their pistols. These two men you see on your screens are now behind bars. They attempted to fire at the AIMIM chief while he was campaigning in Uttar Pradesh's Dasna on February the 3rd. The assailants have been identified as Sachin and Shubham, college mates who were allegedly extracting revenge for a divisive comment by Owaisi's brother Akbaruddin Owaisi.
प्रारंभिक पूछताछ पर इन्होंने बताया है कि सांसद जी के एक धर्म विशेष के प्रति जो इनके स्टेटमेंट्स आते हैं तथा माननीय अयोध्या जी के प्रति कुछ स्टेटमेंट्स 2013-14 में इनके द्वारा दिए गए थे, उससे ये आहत थे, उसके कारण ही इन्होंने ये घटना कारित की है. अभी तक जो पूछताछ पे ये किसी संगठन विशेष से जुड़े होने की बात नहीं आई है.
अब तुम ये समझते हो कि अगर हमको कोई मार भी देगा तो तुम्हारी वजह से नहीं, हम अपना.
A day later, Owaisi's security has been increased. He's been assigned Z category security by the CRPF and his Muzaffarnagar campaign called off for the moment. The attack on Owaisi has prompted prayers and protests. The AIMIM chief returned to the capital and met the Lok Sabha speaker in parliament. He made a passionate speech about radicalization of youth.
आखिर ये कौन लोग हैं जो गोली पर भरोसा करते हैं, बैलेट पर नहीं करते? आखिर ये कौन लोग हैं जो इतना रेडिकलाइज हो चुके हैं कि इनको इस संविधान पर एतमाद नहीं रहा? आप इंसाफ करिए सर, उस पर यूएपीए लगाइए. और इनके दिमाग कौन है?
Owaisi also rejected the Z category VIP security that was provided to him.
मैं Z कैटेगरी सिक्योरिटी नहीं चाहिए मुझे, मैं हरगिज नहीं चाहिए मुझे. मैं 94 से पॉलिटिक्स में हूं. मैं आजाद जिंदगी गुजारना चाहता हूं. मैं घुटन के साथ जिंदा नहीं रह सकता इस दुनिया में.
The Home Minister is expected to speak on the attack on Owaisi in Parliament on Monday.
पूरी गंभीरता से इस विषय के ऊपर कार्रवाई चल रही है. माननीय गृह मंत्री जी सोमवार को, आज वो दिल्ली में नहीं है, सोमवार को इस विषय में विस्तार से सदन को अवगत कराएंगे.
As expected, with days to go for the elections in Uttar Pradesh, the attack on Owaisi has taken a full-fledged political color. The opposition has claimed a BJP conspiracy behind the attack on the AIMIM chief. This after images of the accused with BJP leaders went viral on social media.
कोई भी हमारे लोकतांत्रिक व्यवस्था में अपनी बात रखता हो, हमें पसंद आए या हमें ना पसंद आए, कोई भी हो, उस पर हमले तो नहीं हो सकते ना।
बहुत ही निंदनीय है और दिखाता है किस तरीके से जो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर है उत्तर प्रदेश में बिल्कुल चरमरा गया है। और खास करके मैं मानती हूँ विपक्षी दल नेताओं को, किसानों को, उनको कभी भी किसी तरीके की सहायता पुलिस से मिलती नहीं है।
दुखद है कि लोकतंत्र में हिंसा की कोई जगह नहीं होनी चाहिए, और अगर ये हिंसा हुई है तो आखिरकार इसके पीछे दोषी कौन है, कारण क्या है। दोषी पकड़े गए हैं कुछ लोग, लेकिन कुछ लोगों की मंशा क्या थी ये भी साफ आना चाहिए कि अपराधी भाग गए, तो अगर अपराधी भाग गए तो ये हमला किसने किया।
The attack on Owaisi has led to a political showdown in battleground Uttar Pradesh. The police have assured of a detailed investigation into the incident, but the opposition is crying conspiracy, claiming it's the BJP that's responsible. With Mosmi Singh in Dasna and Ashish Pandey in Hyderabad, Bureau Report, India Today.
It's now come down to bullet versus ballot in the war for Uttar Pradesh, and this battle is now downright bitter and personal. The Samajwadi Party is indicating that the targeting of AIMIM MP Asaduddin Owaisi is scripted, and the script writer is at the BJP headquarters, a charge that's vehemently denied by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Joining me on the show, Sanju Verma, spokesperson of the BJP, Varis Pathan of the AIMIM, Ghanshyam Tiwari represents the Samajwadi Party. We also have former Uttar Pradesh Police top cop A.K. Jain with us on the show. Ghanshyam Tiwari, how is this pre-planned or a script, and why are Samajwadi Party leaders indicating that the script was actually written by the BJP?
Good evening, Gaurav, to you, my fellow co-panelists and the viewers. I believe that any attack on any leader is a serious matter, and I don't want to politicize it from my standpoint. I believe that Election Commission is in charge, and this must be thoroughly looked into. As far as Samajwadi Party is concerned, we are very clear that the election agenda is cast already. It is Bhajpa banam Bhaichara, it is Bhajpa banam Berozgari, it is Bhajpa banam Kisan, Bhajpa banam Garibi, and Bhajpa banam Aman Chain. So I don't think that any one incident, however serious this is, would shift the agenda of this election. So I think the Samajwadi Party was very cautious in its first reaction when the incident came to light, that we want a thorough investigation and this should be treated as a serious incident.
Fair enough. Sanju Verma, is the attack on AIMIM MP Asaduddin Owaisi scripted as alleged by your political opponents, saying that the BJP benefits from this?
You know, Gaurav, first and foremost, I would like to condemn, without any ifs or buts whatsoever, the attack on Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi and his convoy. The Lok Sabha Speaker, Mr. Om Birla, has condemned it. Piyush Goyal actually said that we are not only going to have a thorough probe, but the Union Home Minister on the 7th of February, coming Monday, will lay down some facts before the House on the progress of the probe and, what are the steps going forward that we need to take so that such an incident is not repeated. But my simple question is this. The Samajwadi Party said Bhajpa versus XYZ, Bhajpa banam Aman and Chain. So let me just tell you, Gaurav, I believe statistics never lie. Data never lies. In the last 5 odd years under Yogi's governance model, dacoity, robbery cases are down by more than 70%. Rape cases are down by 52%. Dowry deaths are down by between 14 to 16%. And overall, the crime rate is down between 32 to 34%.
Okay.
And
yet this shooting has taken place. And today I will restrict myself, ma'am, to this incident for paucity of time.
Okay,
Varis Pathan, the attack is scripted, indicates the Samajwadi Party. They seem to indicate that it's mutually beneficial polarization. BJP gets the Hindu votes, AIMIM eats into the Muslim votes. The Samajwadi Party is the loser.
Well, first and foremost, Gaurav, I strongly condemn the cowardly attack on our party president, member of parliament, Barrister Asaduddin Owaisi sahab. This is an attack on the democracy of the country, on the constitution of our great nation. The attackers and the planners and the conspirators are the people who have the ideology of Godse. They want to suppress the voice of a leader who is going all over the country and raising issues and asking for justice for the OBCs, for the Dalits and for the backward and the Muslims. They want to suppress the voice, but our voice won't be suppressed. As today Asad Owaisi sahab also mentioned in the parliament in his speech that we will win the hearts of the people by love, with love. We don't want revenge. We will contest election in UP. He will go there
one by one, ma'am.
And we will give answer of the bullet through ballot.
Your party practices the politics of hate.
Ma'am, let Mr. Pathan complete his point. I will come to you to counter him should you want to.
Let me tell you, madam, who practices the politics of hate can be very well be seen from
Your
the...
party practices
Well, we can very well see who is practicing the politics of hate when we saw the Haridwar Dharam Sansad, when we saw the Raipur Dharam Sansad, when we saw the Dharam Sansad Prayagraj. See, Gaurav, I would debate like this.
One by one.
You are a radicalized
Hold on, ma'am. Hold on.
Well, if this is the way I'm going to
hold on.
interrupt again and again,
there will be no interruption and all faders will go down. Only Mr. Pathan, only Mr. Pathan will speak and then Mr. Jain, one by one. My request to all our guests is, please speak when spoken to. Mr. Pathan, please complete your point, sir.
Well, the two attackers who have been arrested by the police are affiliated with the BJP. And let me tell you, the BJP is practicing the politics of hate, which can very well be seen from the Dharam Sansas that organized in Haridwar, in Prayagraj, in Raipur. And what was said there? Call for genocide of the Muslims were said. Threats to our party president also issued. Abuses were given to him. And this is not the first instance where Asad Owaisi has been attacked. Just 2 months back, his home was attacked in Delhi, and these people went there, they took out the film of the attack and they made it viral. This is the daring with them. Now the question here is, Gaurav, who is radicalizing these attackers? Who are these people who are being radicalized? These are the people who come from the ideology of Godse and are radicalized by the hate speeches which is given at the Dharam Sansad by the BJP people, and Modi is sheltering them. No action has been taken against them, and that is why they are every day doing this.
Fair enough. That's a grave charge you've leveled. Since you've leveled a charge against the BJP, Sanju Verma will respond. Sanju Verma, please respond, ma'am, before I bring in Mr. Jain.
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you so much. Gaurav, since Waris Pathan made a pointed attack saying that the attackers are linked to the BJP, let me just remind him, yahan baitkar, you talk about secularism, you talk about pyar mohabbat, your Asaduddin Owaisi talks about mohabbat ki bhasha. Waris Pathan, your Asaduddin Owaisi at the height of Shaheen Bagh riot said, hum Shaheen Bagh ko Jallianwala Bagh bana denge. And let me remind you that in February 2020, you made a hate speech for which charges were booked against you under section 153 and 153A for making a hate speech where you said, "Abhi to sirf sherniyan bahar nikli hai." You meant only Muslim women. जब हम शेर भी बाहर निकलेंगे,
when will you level charges against Anurag Thakur?
हिंदुओं को भागने की जगह
when will you raise charges against Pragya Singh Thakur? What about their statements? Ramjade and others.
My point is,
the people who
does
are
anything?
say,
No, hold on. Does anything justify? Does anything justify a murderous assault? Hold on. Let me bring in Mr. Jain. Mr. Jain, prima facie merit in the point that's being made that the attack appears to be prima facie aimed for political mileage and not to harm the individual. Lakshmikant Vajpayee of the BJP has asked this question, that look at the pattern of the shooting. None of the bullets have gone through either the windscreen or any of the window panes, but aimed down at the door. Your assessment, sir?
It's a very serious incident, and UP police should take it seriously, and they are taking it very seriously. Firing has been done on MP. Firing has been done on leader of a party. It's a very, very serious incident, and it is just the beginning of the election. And I hope UP police will take very deterrent action against these criminals. They are looking for the call details of their mobiles also, so that they can establish if there is any link to a bigger conspiracy. Action is being taken against both these criminals, and I think they shall be booked under National Security Act. And such deterrent action should be taken so that it's a lesson to others, and elections pass off peacefully till 10th of March.
Oh, absolutely, because the spark neglected Sanju Verma burns the house, and that's a question that is also being asked and must respond, that why is it that the accused are not being booked under stringent sections of the UAPA? Why are the accused not being booked under UAPA? Respond, Sanju Verma. Why no NSA? Why no UAPA?
Gaurav, now I don't want to be heckled because you did not allow me to interfere when Waris Pathan was talking. Whether UAPA will be, slapped against the assailant, whether, the NIA will probe, whether relevant sections of the IPC will be slapped against the assailant, that is something that the judicial mechanism will decide. We cannot decide that sitting on television debate. And I was just making a more important point. I'll take 30 seconds to finish my point, Gaurav. That Waris Pathan in February 2020, and he can't deny there is an ANI tweet dated 2:38 p.m. on the 20th of February 2020, where Waris Pathan said, we may be only 15 crore Muslims, but हम 100 करोड़ हिंदुओं पे भारी पड़ जाएंगे, हिंदुओं को भागने की जगह नहीं मिलेगी.
Liar. Muslim word. Where do you get the word Muslim and Hindus in the sphere?
Who is Waris Pathan to lecture us?
These liars of the BJP.
Who is Asaduddin Owaisi to lecture Hindus?
BJP is full of lies and canards.
Okay, give me a moment.
This is a party that thrives on Hindu phobia. This is a party that thrives on communal politics.
Okay.
This is a party that thrives on bigotry.
Waris Pathan wants to respond to you. Before I bring in Ghanshyam Tiwari, Waris Pathan wants to respond to you. Waris Pathan, the charges being leveled by the BJP, also the point.
Allegations and suggestions.
Sir, with due respect, Mr. Pathan, just hear me out, sir. The BJP, hold on, ma'am, hold on.
You've said. You to say I'm lying.
Ma'am, hold on. You've said what you wanted to say. Waris Pathan, the BJP says the attack is curious. All faders go down, please. Waris Pathan, BJP says the attack is very curious, aimed just to grab headlines and sympathy. Respond to Lakshmikant Vajpayee of the BJP saying, why are all the bullets not fired either through the windscreen or the window panes, but only at the bottom of the car, sir?
Well, these are lies and canards being spread by SPA and the other so-called secular parties. Why would we lie, Gaurav? Why would he lie? He's a member of parliament. He does not require any kind of publicity. He's a well-known figure all over the world. But he has also said how it happened. He has given the entire incidents, how it happened, who were there, how they fired. The fire bullet wounds were there on the car, you can see. Now we are requesting is that the election commissioner who's conducting the election must take strict steps and action against the perpetrators. He must go into the detailed and independent inquiry must be initiated to ascertain who are the main conspirators. Yes. These two stooges came there, but there is something who is behind them. Who is that? How a recce was properly done when they knew that the car will halt there because it's a toll. You, me, anybody would halt the car there, it will go slow, and that was the spot selected by these people. And today Hindu Sena also made a statement that we will provide them legal assistance. We will glorify them, we will Hindu. So when will this stop? If this kind of people are coming before the media and they are making such kind of statement, why no action is taken? I would request the state government, I would request the central government to take prompt and immediate steps to see that these people are booked under the UAPA. Not less than that. UAPA section must be applied. When a cricket match somebody claps or somebody puts a Facebook comment, he's booked under the UAPA. Here, a member of parliament, a sitting member of parliament is attacked. So why should the assailants go scot-free? Okay. And I won't be surprised if tomorrow this BJP helps them to get them out on bail and they are garlanded and make heroes out of it. But this will not stop. If this kind of things happen in our country, if the rule of law does not prevail, Gaurav, anarchy will prevail in our country.
I'll get Sanju Verma to respond to that, but before that I want to bring in Ghanshyam Tiwari into this conversation.
They should be picked under the UAP Act.
Okay, Ghanshyam Tiwari, a member of parliament, a sitting member of parliament and a senior member of parliament has been targeted in Uttar Pradesh. Now, instead of demanding additional security, action against the accused, a detailed inquiry, the allegation is the opposition parties also appear to be targeting the victim himself. You know, not questioning the state of law and order in Yogi Adityanath's Uttar Pradesh, but seem to indicate that this is a fixed match between the BJP and the AIMIM, sir.
Well, I don't think the opposition parties, there's a collective voice called opposition parties. Samajwadi Party has been very categorical in its response, and if you find an alternative bite from a SP spokesperson or any official SP release, you should put out, rather than saying that there is sources in SP that say that this is a political theater. As far as the situation in Uttar Pradesh is concerned, our chief minister whose foundation is hate speech, 80-20, garmi nikal denge, and deputy chief minister who is furthering that, amplifying that. Home Minister of India, who in 2014 was cautioned against hate speech, is going around campaigning for hate and fear. The agenda of Uttar Pradesh for Bharatiya Janata Party is very clear. Hate and fear, and that is how they win the election. But people are absolutely against this, and that is why BJP is on the losing ground. I don't think this incident changes anything, except it may give hopes to Bharatiya Janata Party that they can use this incident. For example, in the past, in similar incident, they would have garlanded, supported, and even given tickets to those who are perpetrators of such crime. But given that the elections are there, I think BJP is shying away from giving them tickets. But there's no guarantee in future. The same Sanju Verma
wants to respond.
As these people are given tickets for MLAs and
Sanju Verma wants to respond. Sanju Verma, respond to Waris Pathan. Also respond to Ghanshyam Tiwari, indicating that the followers of Godse, as the AIMIM puts it, followers of Godse are targeting those who are peacefully fighting elections, and you may give tickets perhaps to the attackers.
Gaurav, when the others were speaking, you said that, my fader will be lowered. Please now don't allow me to be heckled by the others.
Absolutely, ma'am. Undoubtedly. Nobody heckles anybody on our broadcast.
Thank you. First and foremost, let me remind Ghanshyam Tiwari. He sits on your channel, he waxes eloquent about the politics of love and harmony that the Lal Topi Dhari Akhilesh Yadav is practicing. But what is happening on the ground, Gaurav? Samajwadi Party candidate Adil Chaudhary in Meerut, he says, यहाँ पर तो सिर्फ 24-25 हजार जाट हैं, 90 हजार मुसलमान हैं. जब हम सत्ता में आएंगे, एक एक के घर के अंदर घुसेंगे, एक एक को घसीट कर बाहर निकालेंगे और एक एक से गिन कर चुन कर बदला लेंगे. तो घनश्याम तिवारी पहले जाकर ट्राई एंड कंट्रोल योर आदिल चौधरी, who's openly threatening the Hindu community, then give a bhashan on peace, love and harmony to the BJP. And also one more thing, Gaurav. The Samajwadi Party could not find any candidate. They gave a ticket to Nahid Hassan, who has been charged and booked under judicial custody because of the Kerala genocide charges being slapped against him under the UP Gangster Act. After you field a bigot like Nahid Hassan, Ghanshyam Tiwari has the audacity to lecture the BJP. That is hypocrisy at its rabid best. And now coming to Waris Pathan. Waris Pathan should first tell us, does the AIMIM subscribe to the Razakar philosophy? Yes or no? The answer is yes. Did Asaduddin Owaisi, after the CAA, say we will turn Shaheen Bagh into Jalia Bagh or not?
The answer is
yes. Did Akbaruddin Owaisi say or not कि हम 15 करोड़ मुसलमान 100 करोड़ हिंदुओं पे भारी पड़ेंगे? Yes, Akbaruddin Owaisi said that.
What about 80 versus 20? 80 versus 20. Who are the 80 and who are the 20?
Okay, one by one.
Who are the 20?
One by one. Waris Pathan sahab.
About that, who are 80 and who are 20?
No, you will have.
Waris Pathan, one by one. Both of you make your points. Ample time to be given to both, but no heckling, sir.
You will have
let the lady finish her point, sir. Ma'am, complete your point.
Let me remind Waris Pathan again. The moment I name him and shame him, he gets rattled. Gaurav, it is in the public domain. There are YouTube videos where Waris Pathan is saying, अभी तो सिर्फ शेरनियां बाहर निकली हैं.
Ma'am, you've made that point.
जब हम मुसलमान शेर निकलेंगे, हम 15 करोड़ 100 करोड़ हिंदुओं पे भारी पड़ेंगे. वारिस पठान, ये तो भारत है, इसीलिए तुम बच गए. Had you been in Pakistan or Iran, you would not be sitting on a TV debate and giving
but I want to bring in Mr. Jain. Whoever makes, sir, you must, sir. You must, but let me bring in Mr. Jain for a moment. Whoever makes these hate speeches, and we will play them out. Why should such individuals be permitted?
Business allegations.
Sir, I will come to you. Let Mr. Jain.
On national television, yeah.
Let Mr. Jain just complete the point, sir. Mr. Jain, whoever makes hate speeches, why should strictest possible action not be taken automatically by the law and order machinery in our country?
No, action should be taken. I am a firm believer in this, that very stern action is required against people who are giving hate speeches, who are creating dissensions in the society. Very, very stern action should be taken. But cognizance should be taken of all the videos which are floating in social media. There are, in Supreme Court also, such videos have been made available by a petitioner. So, many people are making hate speeches in this country, and no one should be singled out. Action should be taken against everybody.
Action should be taken against everyone, you say. But, you know, Ghanshyam Tiwari, merit in the criticism about Adil Chaudhary, Nahid Hassan, you know, you talk about politics of love and bhaichara, but the tickets are given to those who stand accused of Kairana exodus or of intimidating those who may be in a minority in that locality.
Well, when it comes to crime and people with criminal charges in politics, I welcome any criticism that comes from even from political opponent. However, the political opponent must have the gumption to face their own fact. They have given more than 100, they have not distributed their entire tickets, but by now more than 100 candidates that they have criminal charges.
Sir,
this is the first time a chief minister has had 300.
You know, hold on, that is not my question. Hold on, sir, I've asked you a very specific question about an individual.
In the history of independent India that has more ministers and deputy chief ministers and chief ministers.
No, but does then does that justify justifies Adil Chaudhary and Nahid Hassan? That means
Bharatiya Janata Party, there is no competition any party can make with Bharatiya Janata Party when it comes to giving criminals the ticket, making them chief ministers, deputy chief ministers. For 21 years against the man they made the Union Minister of State for Home, who's now a key accused of conspiracy in the eyes of farmers.
So you have no answer on either Adil Chaudhary or Nahid Hassan? Okay, but let me bring in Varis Pathan quickly. Varis Pathan, why is Asaduddin Owaisi not accepting the Z category security that is being given to Barrister Owaisi? It's about getting security, saying safe, or is he trying to make some other political point here, sir?
Well, today he made a statement in the parliament saying that I want to live a free life. मुझे आजाद जिंदगी जीना है. मुझे नहीं चाहिए कि being a member of parliament, I am being provided security. What happened to Akhlaq? He take the name of Pehlu Khan and all. He said, I don't want this Z category security. The state government and the central government responsibility is to see that I am protected. Now coming back to what this Sanju Verma is saying, she is full of lies and canards. She does not know how to make a point. She will go around and on. What will she talk about? Sadhvi Pragya, the terrorist whom they have made a member of parliament. What did she talk? She glorified Nathuram Godse, who was the first terrorist of our great nation, India. What about that? In fact, even Modi said that, no, I will never forget her. When she humiliated and insulted our grave police officer Hemant Karkare, who lost his life fighting a terrorist. Why wouldn't she not say that? You forget about Razakar, they have gone. You are talking about Savarkar. You never took part in the independence of our great nation. You never took active participation in the independence of our country. RSA was bootlicking that time the Britishers. Sanju Verma, your party was bootlicking the Britishers. You were their agents.
How does either of that have anything to do with either the attack on Barrister Asaduddin Owaisi or the security situation in Uttar Pradesh today? That's my point. And Mr. Jain, as far as the situation today is concerned, is this mutually beneficial, as some argue, and that is why this politics of polarization is taking center stage? The allegation is, since no concrete action was taken against the Dharm Sansad, it encourages people to break the law of the land.
I partially agree with you. Action should be taken against all people who are giving hate speeches, who are spreading acrimony in the society. Action should be taken against all who are doing this kind of mischief. But in this case, I feel that UP police will take drastic action against the accused, because the case is registered in Hapur district. I was talking to the police officials there. Several teams have been formed. They are looking at it from all possible angles, and I think within a day or two, action will be complete against all these criminals. And I think it's a incident by jokers. It's not as far as I think, it's not a pre-planned incident.
Okay.
They decided that they will teach a lesson. This is no way. Very, very, very drastic action is required against such criminals.
Fair enough. We will wait to see what investigations are carried out. But Ghanshyam Tiwari, the point that Sanju Verma had raised about Samajwadi Party talking about politics of peace and bhaichara, but giving tickets to elements like Nahid Hassan and Adil Chaudhry. And if you were to talk about those videos of intimidation, sir, if you are saying unhone bhi diya, unke bhi log aise, then are you saying Samajwadi Party is no different?
I said that I welcome the criticism even if it comes from the opposition. But let's look at independent bodies. For example, Association for Democratic Reforms on 25th April 2018 said that BJP has 27 MLAs and MPs who have declared cases of hate speech against them. No party even matches 1/4 of this. There's no single party in India that matches 1/4 of Bharatiya Janata Party. 27 MPs and MLAs by as far as 2018 is concerned who declared hate speech. This is Association for Democratic
One by one,
Reforms.
both of you make your point, but just for the benefit of our viewers, still no response on Adil Chaudhry and Nahid Hassan. Ghanshyam Tiwari, I'm just putting it out there for our viewers to know. It is for them to decide. But go and complete your point, sir.
Well, I'm saying that for the viewers, Association for Democratic Reforms, an independently visible body focused on democratic reforms, put out on 25th April 2018, Bharatiya Janata Party single-handedly had 27 members of parliament and MLAs who have declared cases of hate speech. No party comes even 1/4 this number, not 1/4. As far as hate speeches within SP is concerned, as I said, that any such thing must be put on the spotlight. For Samajwadi Party, this election is not about hate and fear. It is for Bharatiya Janata Party that this election is about hate and fear. For us, it is about bhaichara, it's about jobs,
and yet tickets are given to Nahid Hassan, who stands accused of Kairana, Exodus, and Adil Chaudhry. Leave that to the discretion of our viewers, but go on, Sanju Verma, make your point.
You know, Gaurav, Ghanshyam Tiwari rattled out some data about how many tickets have been given to criminals. Let me tell you that last time, Samajwadi Party won 47 seats, and even this time, tickets have been given to 20 people with serious criminal charges. 20 out of 47 means that 42.5% of your candidates have a criminal track record. You are right. Bharatiya Janata Party has some 37 odd people who also have criminal charges slapped against them out of more than 300 MLAs. So what is the strike rate? We have given tickets to only 11.8% people with criminal track record. I'm not saying that is right, but we have given tickets to barely 11 or 12% odd with criminal track record. You have given tickets to 42.5% of your overall candidates who have a criminal track record.
The fact remains, either ways, are we looking at a cleaner political system, or are we looking at a system where youngsters may think that today they'll break the law, pick up a weapon, target a VVIP, bring headlines, and maybe they'll get into politics in the times ahead. And that is very dangerous for a vibrant economy. For joining me on the broadcast, Ghanshyam Tiwari, Sanju Verma, AK Jain, and of course, Varish Pathan, many thanks.